All right, everybody, let's move on. We're going to turn you on, baby. Yes, we've picked two songs, a new one and an old one, to give you some music for your ears this week. We want you to listen to these. This is your homework. It's good homework. Light up a joint, have a drink, go for a
Yeah.
jog, whatever you
Yeah.
do, meditate, whatever. So, you want me to do it? I'm gonna do this one, I guess.
Yeah. Do this one. This one's a good one.
I love this song. It's been stuck in my head for a while. I got it bad for you. It's by Ben Rector.
Mm-hmm.
Rector damn near
In
killed
there.
her. I love that joke. I'll never not like that joke. Wrecked him. Damn near killed him. I got it bad for you by Ben Rector, Rector. I can't believe you didn't crack up on that. That's totally in your
I'm
wheelhouse.
I'm I'm trying to pretend I'm an adult because
Oh, also,
my head
he's a
went down
very
a whole other
Christian
rabbit
man.
hole.
He's a very Christian man.
Ben
I feel
Rector
bad.
is?
Yes.
Oh.
And you know that because he got nominated for a Dove.
Oh. Well, good
If
for
you get
him.
nominated for a Dove, kids, you are signed, sealed, and delivered a Christian. You cannot make it in Christian music without being given the bona fides. Anyway, this song, I love it. It's kind of dad yacht rock. But it's done so damn well.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got sparse production, but it's the
Yeah.
right kind of production.
Oh, yeah. Mhm.
I can't stop singing it. Stu's going to tell you a little bit more about the music, but I want to tell you about this. He's an indie producer and an artist who slugged it out on the road. He had a platinum selling folk record.
I knew this because I've heard
Yeah.
I've heard that record a few
And
times.
people have heard of him. Brand New was a breakthrough. He got airplay and TV appearances, and eventually he toured with Faith Hill and Tim McGraw.
Excellent.
And he was a mentor on American Idol for 2 seasons. I wouldn't know because I don't watch
Strike
it.
two.
But here's the scoop. He has over 100 major syncs.
Whoa.
Brand New was used all over daytime talk shows, Weight Watchers, trailers for Edge of 17, Moana. He also did the Joy song with Snoop,
Yeah.
which was a baseball, like, and when you get one of those, like it's used for Baseball Tonight.
Yeah.
Holy shit, 182 games or whatever, and all
Wow.
the preview
Mhm.
stuff that they do on the baseball channel and ESPN. He also did shit for US Soccer and PGA.
Mm.
That's what's really kept him going. But he's worth it.
Yeah.
You can check out his whole I Celebrate his entire catalog. But I Got It Bad for You is a great song that you should listen to this week.
Yeah, it's the production. You talk about the production. One of the things that really stuck out to me, number one, super sexy sax solo.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
And not
reminiscent of-
overbearing.
not overbearing, and not too long either. Like as that was like, sometimes, I got my sax guys, and I love them, but sometimes y'all meander. So the thing that stuck out to me production wise was the reverb treatment and the
Oh,
delay treatments in this song. Like the little slap back on the beginning on the first half, they hit that pre-chorus. It's fucking dry as a bone. You get into the chorus, and all of a sudden there's these lush verbs everywhere. And then you add these backing vocals in. It is a fucking beautifully produced track.
yes.
It is so well produced.
And
And the bass tone.
constrained
Yeah.
where it needs to be, which
Yes.
opens up the chorus with the big plate reverbs and
Yeah. It's just, I mean, if you want to get a lesson on how to treat vocals
yeah.
in the right way, this is a masterclass on. And just if you could just take that, like, put it on headphones, listen to how the vocals are treated, listen to the beauty of the comps. There, it is a beautifully. It just sits so
The
well. The
stereo
vocal track,
width on it, on the
yes,
vocals are just
gorgeous.
it's
Yeah,
sunset soundish.
yes, yeah, very
Yeah.
much so. But I really loved that, and I mean, to the point that I was like, ooh, I've got some vocal tracks I'm working on right now for some people, and I'm like, I want to go into that. I want to
Yeah.
start fucking with
Reference
that,
reference track.
Yeah, using that as a reference track. Exactly.
That's actually what I was doing too, because I have a song that I wrote like 10 years ago that I'm reworking.
Yeah.
And I stumbled upon this a few weeks ago and I was like, oh shit. I kind of dig that. And I've saved it for a week or two and I was like, I'm not sure. And it's like, it's stuck in my head. And this morning I was like, we're going with it.
Yeah. It's a good choice. Excellent choice. Well done, sir.
All right, let's get to the old song. This is a pick of mine, and it is Tomorrow Windy from Concrete Blonde. I bring this up because I want everyone to go revisit Concrete Blonde.
Yeah.
A lot of people who have listened to this may not remember Concrete Blonde, but you should. Johnette Neapolitano needs to be remembered in this whole oeuvre
Mm.
of like chicks and front women. We know about Four Non Blondes, and you need to remember Concrete Blonde. We know about like a lot of like breeder. Like there's some the Kim Deal, the Steele sisters.
Yeah.
She needs to be remembered in that, and she didn't give a fuck, and which is why she's not. There was a moment in 90 to 94 where Concrete Blonde was everywhere because of Bloodletting and the
Yeah.
Crow soundtrack that came out, and
Mhm.
everyone was totally into vampire shit. And
Mhm.
God is a Bullet was like a big song on MTV. Joey was their huge song that a bunch of people would sing. But Bloodletting was a huge hit, but tons of people love this Tomorrow Windy song because it sort of bridged the gap between like goth and emo and grunge, and yet it's sort of a ballad, but
Yeah.
it's a dark fucking ballad. But there are a lot of people that I know, especially personally during the time, that like it changed them about their view of religion. It changed
Yeah.
them about their view of politics on the way that people with AIDS were being treated or people with addiction were being treated. And
Mhm.
the song doesn't necessarily talk specifically about that, but that is what
Mhm.
it was about.
Yeah.
And so, about people who died too young, and a lot of people knew a lot of people that were dying young,
Mhm.
at least in my generation at that time. And
Yeah.
so, revisit this song Tomorrow Windy. If you've heard it before, it will bring back the feels.
Mhm.
If you haven't, I think you'll enjoy it. I think it'll be
It'll
like a
still
little
bring
shit.
back the feels.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also after that, go to Mexican Moon, which is my favorite song,
Yeah.
actually my favorite album from him. And he even mentioned Zona Romantica. So anyway, that is Concrete Blonde, Tomorrow Windy. What did you think? Do you remember
Uh,
this song? Is this a
I
little bit before you?
this song was a little outside of my, wheelhouse because I didn't grow up in the US.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Very much a US thing.
this one was very much Concrete Blonde was very much US. Now, as I became, more of a performing musician, I played Joey probably,
Yeah.
I played that bunch of times, and I remember, the Crow soundtrack as well. But I this song is very much production-wise entrenched in that early '90s sound. The bass is that super pristine kinda tingy high-endy bass,
Yeah.
and there's, like, some weird,
Picked.
like, yeah, there's some odd hits, and it's I mean, and this one, this has a, I don't even know how to put it, but, like, it's almost a lack of rhythmic content.
Yes. It
Um,
is a strange form
yeah,
of a song.
yeah. And it's long and it's moody as fuck, but I'll tell you what, this vocal delivery, this vocal performance, I mean, the reason you get the feels is the production's one thing,
Yeah.
but the vocal take of the track of this is
Yeah.
just it's stunning and heartbreaking, and you can hear pain in this
Yeah.
voice. It's a really incredible vocal performance.
If you listen with headphones, you will hear wind in the song,
Mhm.
which is
Yeah.
just really cool.
Yeah.
And it's just one of those things that Johnette she should be in the conversation. I just think that she should be
Yeah.
remembered. And I know she's kind of an old school punk.
Yeah.
Concrete Blonde actually started in like 87 and like it was and
Yeah.
they were kind of they were stuck against Bon Jovi and shit. They were stuck
Yeah.
against that. And then they get to the 90s and they get stuck against Nirvana. And
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like, oh god damn it. And then there's all the, then there's Alanis that basically took up
Yeah.
all of the air in the room. and
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
Johnette was a bass player and a singer and kind of dark
Yeah.
and a punk,
Yeah.
and but then
Yeah.
they're writing these pop songs, and
Yeah.
it's just I think it's worth your time. Tomorrow
Yeah.
Windy from Concrete.
Yeah. It's a 5-minute long song. It's not a 2.5-minute bop.
Yeah.
And it requires an investment. The payoff is gorgeous, though.
Yeah, so the way that I think you should listen to it is laying on your bed crying, and you know what I mean, with the lights out and like a
Yeah.
candle, with your hand over the candle a little bit, and maybe pouring a little wax on your finger and being like, I don't know, maybe I could die. You know what? I'm sorry. Okay, that's probably bad.
What
Why are
about
you
something
looking
like
through
that?
posters of The Cure? Okay.
My scrapbook of Robert Smith photos.
I'm sorry. Let me say unalive, whatever. Here we